Okay. Very warm welcome to the last presentation here on stage. And I see quite some people. My name is Anna Rodewald. I have the pleasure to curate the sustainability launch here at the Performance Days. As Charles mentioned, we decided to use this stage time for a Pecha Kucha. Why did we do that? Because we have so many interesting examples in our sustainability launch. And it have been 22 partners who are showcasing with us as good examples on sustainability, from material solutions, from raw materials, natural fibers, to IT solutions for tracing data, for social projects, recycling technologies, fiber-to-fiber recycling, which is a very important topic for our industry. And it was so difficult to decide on whom to put on stage. That's why we said, we go with the Pecha Kucha, take 6 examples, and now we have 6 colleagues here from us who will have 6 minutes, 20 seconds each. And I hope you will have fun. They will go in a row, one after the other. They have 6 minutes, 20 seconds each. And you will have time afterwards for your questions. So if you have a question, just remember on which partner it was, who was presenting. And then afterwards, I will come back on stage and take your questions. So thanks for your time. And I welcome with me Josua from Atlat being the first presenter and showing the next 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Josua from Atlat. Atlat stands for the Connected Atlas of organizations connected all around the world, and T stands for the transformation of global supply chains from complaints to compliance. If you take away something from my short presentation today, then it's that sustainability is not only about ecology, it's also about people. It's about the people who produce the goods that we buy here. And it's about working conditions. So if you care about sustainability, you also need to ask yourself, how are workers' rights? Have the people who produce the garments that we buy the ability to get support if they have problems with working conditions? In 2013, the catastrophe of the collapse of the Rana Plaza building in Bangladesh killed over 1,100 people. And it showed that human rights and business belong together. Businesses need to focus on human rights. And this is not only a consumer demand. More and more legislation is also asking businesses to respect human rights. There is the EU CSDDD, but there's also in Germany the Lieferketten-Sorgfaltspflichtengesetz or supply chain law. And it puts complaint mechanisms at the core of this legislation. It asks companies to provide safe channels for workers to report problems of working conditions. And I already see, you ask yourself, how does this work? How do we at Atlat help workers and companies digitally to work on human rights problems? So let me give you an example, and for that, let's imagine we are in a garment factory, and we are in Hanoi in Vietnam, and there is Lynn working as a seamstress for a garment factory that produces garments for a German brand. And Lynn is really frustrated. For a couple of weeks, the bathrooms aren't working. So the bathroom hygiene is really bad. It smells bad. And also, she cannot fill her water bottle. And she remembers that about that, she had a training from Atlat about her workers' rights and what to do if there's a problem. And she wants to report this issue with Atlat, scanning the QR code, and then choosing her favorite messenger, for example, which is Zallo. And at Zallo, she gets step by step asked the most important questions and can explain what her problem is. She can explain it in written form, but we also have the speech-to-text function, so it's more accessible, right? And once this complaint from Lynn is submitted, either anonymously or with her name, it lands at the desk of Marie. Marie is a CSR manager for a Berlin-based fashion brand. And Marie then investigates this issue and also goes in contact with her local partners, asks them if they know about this issue, right? And all of this communication can happen on our platform. And in the next step, together with the factory management and with other stakeholders, they create a corrective action plan, which is a strategic to-do list, where they remediate this issue with short-term, middle-term, and long-term actions, such as short-term Dixie toilets, middle-term reparation of the water pipes, and long-term preventive measures. For example, an audit of the water system. So I see you already ask yourself, what does this concretely look like, such a product? How does this manifest in software? So on the one hand side, we offer different complaints channels for the workers. This can either be messengers that are popular locally. This could be Facebook Messenger or Zalo in Vietnam. But it can also be the text-to-speech and speech-to-text on our website that we also offer. And additionally, with these complaint channels, we also offer communication material to build trust with the workers in their local languages. The communication materials can be flyers, posters, YouTube and TikTok videos, tutorials to inform them about their rights, but also inform them how to use the service, right? And from the company side, we offer the platform. CSR managers, for example, but also purchasers, but also the factory managers can collaborate to remediate issues and also get their reports. Because, let's be honest, nobody wants to take a lot of time to spend writing reports. So we automate this really tricky bit of writing reports with our platform. And if there are any questions, we also offer the help for the risk assessment. And building on these risk assessments that companies already do, we also offer worker voice surveys. So you can, based on your risk assessments, find out more from the worker side, what is really happening about these risks in the factories. So this is the two sides, how we bring our software together to really create an impact on the ground and improve the lives of workers, but also make supply chains more resilient and also compliant with the new legislations. And we are really, really proud of our existing collaborations. For example, in Vietnam with Deuter and Autovox, but we also work in Cambodia and in India with fashion brands to improve the lives of workers in the factories. So, if you have any questions now, feel free to reach out. My name is Joshua, I work for Atlat. Atlat stands for the Atlas of the Connected Organizations around the globe, and T stands for the transformation of the supply chain from complaints to compliance. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much, Josua. Wow, social, very important. I think we all agree. Now we are looking into another challenge in our industry, which is the recycling of textiles. In our industry, we know, specifically with performance textiles, that we work with a lot of blends, but how to bring these raw materials back into the material loop? And we have Climatex here now, talking about a new solution on how to separate textiles and bringing these valuable resources back into the raw material use. So welcome with me, Patric from Climatex.
Thank you very much. So hello everyone, my name is Patric. I'm from Climatex, as you already said. I have a question to start. Who knows Climatex? Charles knows, not many more. So my second question would have been, who already bought a fabric from Climatex, but I don't have to ask that. But for us, that's positive because that means potential. So this is very good. So we're a Swiss company. This is our this is not yet our Matterhorn, but you will in a minute see our famous mountain. We love mountains, actually. Somehow it does not go on. Huh? We're all at 30 seconds. I don't know if there is an issue with the presentation. So now you see the Matterhorn. As said, we're doing circular textiles because we are very close to the nature in Switzerland. We love these mountains, but as you all know, there are other mountains as well. These mountains, the textile mountains that pile up somewhere in Africa and elsewhere. So this is what we fight against. And we believe that we have to fight against that with technology. This is the core on our, from our company. We provide the world with technologies in the textile industry to make the world more circular. We're doing that by licensing our patent technology in different areas. So I'm going to show you a few of our technologies. The first one is this fabric here that you can see. This is dual cycle, and dual cycle is a technology where you can put two different materials together, for example, a wool and a polyamide, and we can separate that after the use. So this is the idea of the technology. We have a construction, so it all starts with the design. For example, the dark green one could be a wool, the white one could be the polyamide. We combine that with a third one, that is the textile lock. And this is kind of a screw that we can open if we want. During the life, that construction has a lot of performance aspects. So everything we do has to do with performance and with circularity. Here you see that the moisture management of these textiles are doing really, really nicely. So as you can see, the Climatex one has much less moisture than a normal fabric would have. At the end of the life, we just take out the screw, the textile lock. We do that in a process that is really simple, can be done very locally on a small scale or on a big scale. We only need water, we need heat, and we need pressure. And this is the before fabric and the after fabric, so it's very easy to take it apart. You can do that by hand. At the moment, we have to do it by hand. In the future, we foresee machineries that can do that as well. The thing here is, or the good thing is, you don't need any additional investments, and you can do that in a process that has to be done anyway when you want to recycle something. So you have to wash it, and this is done in a dryer, in a washing process. What you have seen was a model from weaving, but we can do exactly the same as well with knitting. This is very new, so it's still patent pending, but with the same logic, we can do both weaving and knitting. The same idea of this textile lock we also can use as a yarn, to sewing thread, and when we sew everything with that, it also dissolves. Imagine a jacket with a zipper, with labels, anything, if we do it with this yarn, dissolves automatically. And here you see a before and after of that, the garment with all the different parts on. After that process, everything falls apart, and we can gain much more efficiency in taking it apart, and also we have less waste at the end of that. We have also a patent pending on the way we weave, or we sew here, and this is something that I can tell you a bit more later on. Currently, we are present in the upholstery area, so we do furniture, but we just stepped now into the fashion and garment world, if you want so, and we also did some projects in planes and trains, where our technology is already present in some projects. We're a very small team. We're only 6-7 people in Switzerland based, so we're currently looking for new team members and also for partners that are willing to do projects together with us to develop the fabrics of the future. There are different reasons why we can do that. Here, just to mention one project that we do with a partner from Germany. They do capsules for moon trainings, And they approached us because they felt the idea of circularity is something that has to live if you go to the moon. Therefore, they asked us, and this is a very nice project that we do with them. We supplied them our fabrics. If you only remember 2 things about Climatex, please remember the performance fabrics that we do and the circularity that is in all our products. Doesn't matter if it's in the fabric itself or in the yarn, it's always about performance and circularity. So thank you very much. If you're interested, then please just let me know and we can discuss all further at our booth or here after the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patric. So that was a view into the future. But there's so much to see also on materials which are used since hundreds and thousands of years. And some of these raw materials haven't been used for a while and coming back because there is a performance reason to use that, there is an ecological reason, there's a reason for biodiversity, and many more. And now we have 2 partners here on stage who will talk about hemp. First, please welcome with me Martina from Felde Fibers, working with hemp, and she can tell you much more on how to work with this wonderful plant. Thanks, Martina.
Hello together, my name is Martina. I am part of the Felde Fibers team. Felde Fibers, our company name, means that we are full transparent from field to fiber. Felde Fibers started in 2022 by taking over a company that has been running since 2011 with a special developed production facility that converts hemp, linen, and our German stinging nettle into elementary textile fibers. Our new large-scale production facility with a capacity of 5,000 tons per year will go into operation this year near to Berlin. Felde hemp is traceable from field to fiber because we are cooperating only with partner farmers near to our production facility. Felde hemp is grown as a secondary crop in winter time as winter hemp, providing the farmers with an additional income beside their main crop in summertime. We provide the seeds to the farmers and they get a fair payment because we take all the hemp harvest over from them. We believe that hemp fibers provide a unique solution to textile industry's challenge. No additional water or pesticides are needed to grow hemp in Germany. In the hemp plant, the fibers are fixed together with lignin, which results in fiber bundles, and our challenge is to produce a high quality and soft fiber. Therefore, we developed a unique process by opening the fibers into elementary fibers. And so we can provide a really high quality and also a soft hand feel, and these fibers are also good to process into spinning. Our innovative setup works in the mechanical and also in wet process. All our production stages are GOT certified. We offer long staple fibers in around 50 to 60 millimeters in natural color and also in bleached version. These qualities are suitable for fillings, insulation, and for woolen yarns, per example. Our cottonized fibers in 30 or 40 millimeters are also available in natural color and also in bleached version. And these fibers are suitable for, for example, ring spinning, open end spinning, and for non-woven as well. And so if you are interested, you can see also some nice examples at our booth in the sustainability lounge made from our fibers already. These fibers are already used in knitted and woven fabrics, in any kind of home textiles like towels or bedding, and in clothing like t-shirts, shirts, denim, or socks. We are working in a great national and international sourcing network with spinning, fabric, and garment manufacturing. We are able to support brands and their suppliers to get the right material for their needs, locally or also worldwide. Our bast fibers, like German stinging nettle, hemp, and linen, are all Oekotex and GOT certified. We have just next week our GOTS audit in all our facilities, which is always a lot of work, but we are very proud of it because we are at the moment the only one who has got certified bast fibers. The benefits of working with Felde fibers are we providing high quality fibers with short lead times. We work with a large sourcing network. Cultivation and fiber production is all located in Germany. So you are welcome to get in contact with our team or to visit our booth in the Sustainability Lounge. There you can see nice examples of fabric, fibers, and ready-made garments. Thank you.
Thank you, Martina. Wow. We stay with hemp, and I really love to have a presentation now from the lady in green, Katrin, a startup coming from Germany, and I really love if textile engineering power going into such a valuable fiber which has such a long history in our industry. So welcome with me, Katrin from Natuvalis.
Thank you, Anna. Maybe we should change topics, because this is not my presentation. So I can still talk about Natuvalis? I will do. Okay, then I have to improvise. So my name is Katrin. Thank you very much. And you are here at this fair to discover new materials, so you know about the potential of hidden champions. May we introduce hemp, long fiber hemp. Why is this so great to us? It's a rediscovered natural multi-talent. It's a natural climate protector, and I'm too slow for the slides. So the problem is that the hemp is not, there is not enough quantity to really bring it to industrial scale, and there is no sufficient industrial process, at least for our version, different than Felde fibers. We talk about long fiber. And the industry urgently needs these amounts. So what we are planning to do, we plan to set up a fiber plant, a long fiber plant in Upper Franconia to provide the industry with sufficient amounts and quantities. And there was scale. So Natuvalis makes hemp fiber industrial available, binds up to 20 tons CO2 per hectare, and therewith we provide a material that enables industry to higher recyclability of products as well. who we are. It's me, it's Mark and Ferdinando that are the founders, coming from completely different industries. Mark was used to work cradle to cradle, and Ferdinando was used to work as a therapist, dealing with hemp in different contexts, and we ended up now doing the fiber because there is not enough quantities for products we wanted to do. What we get out, so basically we can use 98% of the hemp plant. It's 55% chives, it's short fiber, and it's about 20% long fiber. When we talk about long fiber, we talk about like 80 centimeter. How we get there? We work very closely with our farmers, so choosing the variety is one of the crucial points. And then, different than Felde fibers, we harvest in the long fiber technology, so it is close to flax, so it's coming from the flax, but there are no machines in Germany, so right now we are shipping these back and forth. Having it harvested parallel, there is a dew-ratting on the field. Then we bale it with quite ancient machines still, but we hopefully can find something new in that. And then, as you can see in the middle picture, this is on a flax scratching line, and we end up with bales. Where do we want to see our material? 60% we want to see in the textile market, 30% in the home decor market, and 10% in technical applications. Next slide is quite showing big amounts of money. So talking about the all-over hemp market internationally, globally, there is assumed a lot of potential, and focusing on the textile market, there is assumed potential of around about 40 milliards of euro. But for us, the most interesting thing that is that we therewith can bind a lot of CO2. So when we talk about the textile market, zooming in, we see that linen, which is an equivalent right now to hemp, is only making 0.5% of the whole fiber market. And for us, this is the perspective where we see a lot of potential. So talking further about numbers, so basically the long fiber market is literally in Europe, and the all-over hemp market is dominated by China, as you most likely all know. And all the facilities that are working with long fibers are basically in northwestern Europe and also in Russia. Another part here, you can see that the long fiber production is concentrated in northwest Europe, basically France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. So we work with these guys closely together because we don't have a plant right now. Slowly showing our business model. So we aim for 3 ways to work with the markets and the clients. It's direct sales to the textile industry. Our second pillar will be the biocomposite and the construction industry. And last but not least, it will be the chives, because as you have seen, it's most part of the plant. How do we want to do that? We will set on direct B2B sales, because as we produce raw materials, logical, and we are on the market since 4 years, collaborating with lots of institutions, partners, which is very important for us. What we have done something crazy. We bought an old biogas plant because it has great opportunities, and to use these opportunities, we are currently fundraising, because we still need 1.8 million to make all this happen. If we have this 1.8 million, we will buy our own technology for the harvesting to be independent. And after that, we want to set up the lines. And if everything goes well, 2030, 2031, we start earning really money with that. So we are not alone. We are part of several projects and networks. And the most interesting to explain here is the Interreg Northwest Europe program Hemp for Circularity. We are working together with the colleagues from France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. And until 26, we try to figure out how to make this textile hemp really happen in industrial scale up to recyclability. Thanks for listening to me. I'm Katrin. If you want to know something, please ask me.
Thank you, Katrin. As you see, textile engineering power is needed for our industry. Doesn't matter on which kind of material. And now we're stepping back to a technology which is also in development or in the scaling up. Please welcome with me Leonard from Matterr, and he tells you why textile recycling matters.
Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, thank you. I'm going to present to you our Revoltex technology, which is a novel technology for the recycling of polyester or PET, so one of the main synthetic fibers that are used in the industry today. And we think, so despite this product the PET is produced at large scale, and all of it basically originates from fossil resources, we don't think that this is necessarily necessary for the future, because PET itself is a product or a polymer that can be recycled. And why do we use that actually? Because it's very versatile. It can go from a hard plastic bottle up until some form of fibers, which we find in carpets, which we find in our clothing. And basically it's everywhere in our car seats or all over our daily lives, basically. And because this product is, or the PET is so versatile, it's actually projected to increase in production volume over the next decade. So there will still be a lot of production based on virgin resources ramping up in the next decade. And we think that's not necessary, so we want to enable the existing value chain to produce more sustainable. And because one big portion of this, and this is why we're here today, is that textile waste, especially, for example, in the EU, is not treated accordingly. All of it will end up either in landfill or in incineration, and only a small portion of it can be used. And these pictures is what result from that. So we don't have a system, basically, that can recover the resources that are stored within this textile waste. So there's a lot of resources stored in there, and we need to find solutions how to extract those resources out there and enable them and use them for the next cycle. The thing is complex because textile waste is complex itself. The textiles have different applications, and it's contained of different fiber blends. We do have colors, we do have additives, we do have a lot of chemicals stored inside. So the challenge for recycling is to come from such a mixed fraction to something that is uniform and can be used by any player in the industry again. So the recycling technologies need to be able to actually remove colors, remove the chemicals, remove the blended fibers to be able to do that. And one way to do that is the depolymerization of polyester. It's breaking down the polyester polymer chain and recovering the building blocks where the polyester is made of. And this is what our technology can do. And with that, we are hoping that we provide a solution that can actually complement the existing mechanical recycling and could be a solution for all the other PET that is stored in products that come together with more complex compositions, basically. And if we look at the value chain that is here today, different kinds of products are produced, like I said. So it's either packaging or it's polyester fibers. Actually, 2/3 go into polyester fibers. And some of these products will be mechanically recycled, but eventually all of these products will turn up as waste that is not recyclable today and will be burned, incinerated, or landfilled. And such a technology that goes back into the monomers provides the raw material that is needed for the already existing PET production to go to the next cycle. So going back to monomers at the highest quality possible is the way that we can really bring circularity to this value chain. And our process can do this through a depolymerization, like I said. It's a continuous process that will transform the polyester content in this mixed waste streams into a water-soluble form. And once we do have the monomers in the water, dissolved in water, we can start cleaning up and removing all the other parts that come together with this. And to do this economically, it's very important to have it running efficiently, and it's running at moderate temperatures. We only need 1 minute to depolymerize over 95% of all the polyester that is contained in the waste stream, and thereby ensuring the really efficient process at the start. And it's very important, obviously, to do some LCA on this. Today, we compare basically the production of monomers, either from the virgin route or through our process with mixed waste as a feedstock, and we already see that there's a significant reduction. And especially for textiles, there's a lot of legislation on the way from the European Union, which started with a separate collection and will end up in 2030, where there's a lot of mandatory, but about the textiles, though, need to be much more sustainable. And also EPR will take place eventually, which is a system where brands or producers will pay some money to take care of the end of life, for the collection and sorting of the textile waste, which will then supply the waste to recycling companies like us. And we want to be prepared for this. So right now we are operating a pilot unit, which we can utilize to work together with brands and work on sustainability concepts, and actually are scaling up now. So we have the funding secured for our ramping up of the industrial unit that will be built in North Rhine-Westphalia within the next couple of 2 years. And will somewhat look like this, and then we will be able to recycle more at industrial scale and go from there, and take on the journey that we want to eliminate the fossil-based polyester and provide a solution that's actually there for circularity and for the future. And with that, I would like to thank you very much for the attention. If anything, questions, also don't hesitate to hit me up afterwards. And wish you a good time and good time back.
So thank you, Leonard. Last but not least, no, it's the last presentation of today. Leonard mentioned something which is very important about all the legislation which is coming up with the European Green Deal. If you ever wonder how that all works together and what kind of regulations and directives are important for our industry, at the Sustainability Launch in Hall C5, we have a big poster which shows the interlinkage between all the different topics. Pass by for a second, take a picture of it, and then it helps you to navigate the different topics and also bring all the acronyms into a context. And if you think on how can we make that happen, how can we make sure that all the data and all the information is relevant, which is relevant in the supply chain, comes to the end consumer and is available for the partners in the supply chain. Welcome with me, Frank from Xiphoo, telling more on how can we make sure that all the data is available.
Thank you very much. I'm providing information about Xiphoo. Xiphoo is a technology or platform that allows you to communicate between the brand and the end customer directly. So in principle, it's about a service platform. It's facilitating using connectors, and I will show you in a minute. Here, you attach a connector to your garment, to your textile, and either a QR code or an NFC tag. And with this connector, you can use your phone and then directly scan this connector, and you get all the information here on your phone directly with this directly. So it goes back to our platform where all the information is stored, and I will show you some use cases now what to do with these connectors with the brands. First of all, you can provide information about your product. The brand can provide information which is relevant for the customer, like what product is it, what material is inside, what's the washing instruction, and you're also future-proof for the digital product passport when it comes into play, that you provide all this stuff. Second, you can use NFC connectors, and then you can provide also authenticity. So you know this item that I have in hand is an original item of that brand. This is also certified by Fraunhofer, so it's quite secure there. Third one is a marketing use case where you can do all the communication about cross-selling, doing some advertisement, or even connecting your social network with that direct communication on the phone by this item that you have in hand here. Another use case is recycling. We're partnering here with Matterr, also the partner here on the stage before my presentation, where you have a special use case here, providing the information that is necessary to do the recycling for this item. Yeah. Another partner or another brand that we support is Meyer Sports. They do communication about the production sites. So they have different production sites, and we provide on that handheld all the information that is necessary for the end customer, where it is produced, and get more information about the supply chain here. They also offer a repair service, because sustainability is not just about recycling, it's all about keeping it in the loop. And they offer a repair service. You can send back your sweater, your ski jacket to Meyer Sports, and they do a zipper replacement or whatever there. Another service is refreshment they offer by using the platform. You can send in your ski jacket with new impregnation to special treatment, so it keeps longer, it stays longer, and you can keep your equipment longer in the life cycle of the whole garment. Another thing they communicate is a prolonged warranty, not just 2-year warranty. They're doing a 5-year warranty, for example, combined with the registration, so the brand can get more information about the customer and can get a closer relationship with the customer. Also comes to providing contact information, so when the customer wants to get in contact with the brand, has any questions, so they offer here, in this case, a contact form, and also a button about sustainability, what they do about sustainability in that area. What's the platform? The platform contains of three pieces. It's a backend, it's a portal where all the product data is stored, and also the statistics about when it was read, the tag, and when it was provided, when it was produced. The second part is then a product page builder. Product page builder is the page that you see on your phone, and some customers don't want to have their marketing agency to do all this stuff, to do the page building, so we provide a simple page builder where you can click and together a simple website that is shown on then. And the second part, or third part actually, is then the phone. Here we have Android and iOS supported here for reading the tags, the NFC tags or the QR codes that are attached there. What about the connectors? We have experience with the connectors. We have printed QR codes in field already. This one I have here is a woven QR code, which is suited to that thing. We have NFC tags that it can also be read with a phone, like a credit card. And all this, we have experience with all these 3 connectors are out in the market right now already. And also doing the production sites, we have experience with working to production sites worldwide, in China, in India, in Turkey, in Bangladesh, in Vietnam, and we support the brands in setting it up there. Key takeaways, what we talk to the customer, it's not an IT project. It's not complicated, it's very simple. The cost is really low to attach, especially when you talk about the QR codes, it's really low cost there. And the setup only takes about 2 days. So then you're ready to run there. And fourthly, the ready for the DPP. So all the information you have in the back end is already there. If there is more to come with the DPP, we can add the information later on. It's not really stored on the tag. It's on the back-end platform, and you can add that. And you have a direct communication channel to the end customer. So I hope you got some insight in that, and thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Frank. Thank you, all of you. And now we have, now I have one question for you before you have questions. What is the link between all the solutions what you have been seeing here within the last half an hour? Or what is the red line between everything what you might have seen in the sustainability launch? It's only one word. Frank mentioned it before. Collaboration, co-creation. And that's what it is. We cannot solve the challenges what we have on our planet and our industry right now on our own. Doesn't matter how big we are as a supplier, as a brand, or whatever. We have the pleasure to collaborate within our industry, interdisciplinary, and so on. And that is a key thing what we do at the sustainability launch. We are collaborating together, and it's really, that makes me really fun to see how the partners in the sustainability launch start to do businesses together, to build something which is greater than the two individuals on their own. So I would like to have all the team here on the stage, and then I want you to thank you, all our partners here, for their presentations and for the work they're doing. Give them hope and help them to grow. And then if there's any question, they are happy to answer your questions.
Come on, we don't bite.
All clear.
And if the question comes up to your mind tomorrow, tonight, next week, all the presentations, as Charles mentioned before, will be online in about 2 weeks. Get in contact if you forgot the names of the people you have seen here or the companies. Get in contact with them. You see all the partners of the Sustainability Launch also online on the website of Performance Days. And hopefully, we will see you soon in October, again here at on stage or also in the Sustainability Launch in one of the halls here at Messe München. So thanks for your time. Thanks for the team. And have a warm, have a good way home, and a warm welcome for the next show.
And big thank you to Anna. I just saw the microphone here, and so I took it and say very loud thank you to you and for your enthusiasm.